Feed comprises about 70% of all costs for cattle operations. So how do cattle producers improve the feed efficiency of their herds and increase the profitability of their businesses? With GrowSafe systems. GrowSafe feed intake and behavior monitoring technology has been installed in dozens of major ag universities, research centers, and seed stock operations worldwide, including the Noble Foundation in Oklahoma.
And we work pretty closely with GrowSafe. It's been a really good relationship with them. We're able to serve as a test location for some of their prototype equipment, some of their software algorithms. We're able to use and evaluate for them in a field situation.
The technology has provided the means to identify which animals require less feed for growth and maintenance. The scientific term for this is residual feed intake, better known as RFI. RFI is also known as net feed intake, or NFI. Research points to conclusive scientific evidence that cattle with low RFI consume less feed at the same level of production as high RFI cattle. Cattle with low RFI also produce less methane and less manure due to the fact they consume less feed. Best of all, feed efficiency is a highly heritable trait, so producers can use low RFI cattle tested by GrowSafe systems to make substantial improvements in their cow herds.
Efficiency is pretty classically defined in a lot of industries as output per unit of input, and in the beef industry that is really applicable. And the biggest input to beef cattle production is feed, and so feed efficiency is one of the biggest traits that we're most interested in beef cattle production and beef cattle research. The GrowSafe feed intake system is really powerful because it lets us measure feed intake of individual animals in a commercial environment, and that lets us easily calculate feed efficiency for individuals instead of relying on calculations for a pen or for a herd.
Here's how the system works. To determine RFI, a GrowSafe system takes an accurate measurement of feed consumed by each animal during the feeding trial. The weight of the feed and the weight of the animal, as well as average daily gain, is then used to calculate RFI and determine how efficient the animal is.
A really cool feature of the GrowSafe system for a researcher is just the sheer amount of data that it produces. In a traditional feeding experiment, we may only have 3 observations of an animal's body weight. 1 weight on a chute scale at the beginning of the experiment, 1 maybe in the middle, and 1 at the end of the experiment. With the GrowSafe beef system, we may get 60 or 70,000 observations of an animal's body weight. And when we get that kind of data, that allows us to use some more advanced statistical analysis techniques that just aren't available if you don't have that type of data.
Cattle are tagged with RFID ear tags. This allows the GrowSafe feed intake system to gather feed intake data each time an individual animal places its head into the trough. The GrowSafe proprietary RFID antenna is molded directly in each of the troughs. This allows for the collection, measurement, and transmission of feed disappearance data every second. The GrowSafe feed intake system is so precise that it samples and records with an unprecedented level of accuracy of up to 10 grams in resolution. This allows users to account for all changes in weight in the feed trough, everything from weight losses due to evaporation to gains in weight from rainfall. Data collected this way can be transmitted wirelessly up to 50 miles to a feed yard computer. The system automatically audits the integrity of the collected data each day, informing the feedlots of any problems or informational anomalies. And one of the key advantages to the GrowSafe feed intake system is that it allows for the collection of continuous diagnostic data, allowing producers to identify sick cattle long before they show clinical signs of illness. Improve feed efficiency, reduce costs, ensure animal health and well-being. That's GrowSafe systems. For more information, visit www.growsafe.com. Cattle producers are experts at feeding, managing, and marketing groups of cattle. But calculating weight and gain, monitoring health and performance, and determining optimal marketing dates on an individual animal basis is a guessing game at best. But now, there's GrowSafe Beef. GrowSafe Beef provides producers with unprecedented, real-time capabilities to continuously and automatically track individual animals, control inventory and comply with traceback reporting, identify sick animals and poor performers, enhance animal well-being and mitigate risk, identify animals in need of treatment, or determine when individual animals are ready for market, and measure and predict individual animal gain and market value.
At the Noble Foundation, we have GrowSafe feed intake equipment at our Oswalt Ranch, and we also have GrowSafe beef water intake and body weight collection equipment, and you see that some of that equipment behind us. In the past, we've essentially been restricted to monitoring at a pen-based level or a herd level. With the GrowSafe equipment, we're able to monitor individual animals, measure their behavior and feed intake and water intake, and that makes for a really powerful research tool. The GrowSafe beef units are really useful, especially in a pasture setting. We think that they're going to be really powerful. The ability of this system to measure body weight changes of the animals very accurately and on a very short time scale is going to give us a lot of information that we've never had about the forage quality that's available to the animals and how they're able to translate that forage quality into animal gain. And we've never really had that capacity before.
The GrowSafe beef unit is technologically advanced, but simple to understand. Here's how it works. Each animal is tagged with an RFID ear tag. Each time an animal drinks, the GrowSafe beef system acquires a partial body weight and data from other sensors. GrowSafe beef then accurately converts the weight to whole body weight and can also calculate a projected hot carcass weight. Each unit can be solar powered or powered by regular electricity, tears automatically, and contains up to 6 drinking stations. Data acquisition is continuous, and data is wirelessly transmitted up to 50 miles. Each time an animal drinks, the system calculates individual animal body weight and gain, predicted future body weight, and intake. Furthermore, the system helps with one of the toughest jobs for cattle producers, in finding sick cattle, or knowing which individual animals are ready for market. When GrowSafe beef identifies an outlier, the system spray paints the animal during its next drinking visit. And the system has the ability to treat an animal with up to 4 water-soluble compounds without human intervention.
A really nice feature of the GrowSafe beef equipment is the autonomous nature of the equipment. It essentially runs by itself with very little need for human interaction with it. We can monitor animal growth and water intake in several different locations simultaneously at pretty low labor costs.
The system also calculates optimum time to market each animal when costs of gain exceed value of gain. Track performance of individual cattle. Identify sick cattle and poor performers, predict optimal marketing endpoint. That's GrowSafe beef. Learn more at growsafe.com.